Good evening, everyone at rantfinance.com, and welcome to another edition of Dino's Tech Picks. Tonight is July 25th, about 10 after 10 p.m. Eastern. Gonna look at the minis and friends this evening, starting with the S&P 500 minis as usual. Yesterday we talked about this bear flag and the breakdown and how then we kind of finished the session, the cash markets back in this channel, which was bullish, and then the Apple earnings came out, and then came down and got some support here in the 13, 20, 21 area. And futures rose overnight. One thing that I was leery about from a bullish perspective was if we came back and back tested this channel and failed, that would be one thing. From a bearish perspective, I was thinking, bears naturally kind of want a back test of this bear flag, but things seemed kind of weird, and I thought, well, that would be a great squeeze zone for Ben to squeeze some shorts. But nevertheless, we did get some buying here. It took us out of the oversold conditions, and I kind of highlighted an area here, this little oval. That was my spot. I thought maybe in this 9 to 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern candle time frame when the cash markets are open, that we would come up and back test this flag, and this double point white line here. This is that 1342-43 area that I'm always talking about. And I thought, oh boy, that's a beautiful spot to open up a short there, and then once you clear 1344-45, somewhere around here, even up to 46-47, that's where your stop is. But we never got there, and this third candle here this afternoon, we were kind of up in this 1338-39 area again, and I thought, oh, maybe it's going to be there, and it never did. And I thought I should open some starter positions here, but never did. And I think that was the wise move. In the morning, I did dump my longs here because I thought that back test was coming, so I'm basically all cash now, and I'm happy about that because there is some indecision here. Not real sure. Technically, we are in the channel. This should be a technical buy spot, and I say, play it till it breaks. But it did kind of break here. It wasn't like we came down here last week and we tapped it and made a nice tail. That's a good confirmation here. We didn't tap it. We broke through and kind of came back, and now we're hovering around here. It looks like there's some kind of a triangle thing going on here, but I'm not quite sure what it is, so I didn't draw any trend lines on there. It's kind of small, and again, I'm not quite sure what's going on, but nevertheless, I think we'll get some direction either way here shortly. But the other thing is we're in the middle of the Bollinger Bands, or just about. We're not oversold or overbought, so you can't play that way either. We're kind of stuck here in no man's land, and we'll just have to wait and see if we can get some direction within the next couple of days. NASDAQ, we're out of the channel here. We do have a tail here, though. Apple earnings obviously brought that down, but we can bump right back up into this channel and continue to new highs. Again, we're kind of in a wait and see here. Dow minis, same thing, though we are, depending on where you draw this channel line, we are back in the channel. This kind of reminds me of the Riffin chart a little bit. You know, if you extend this guy down a little bit, you have less touches, but you got a cleaner channel. You know, I think I had it up here, and I've been kind of moving it down as we get more touches. So, but you know, kind of the same thing. We're in a little bit of an indecisive mode here on the Dow minis. Looking at the SPX, I redrew this channel. Got to give a shout out to Rich at Rant Finance. He had posted a chart on the S&P, and I was looking at it, and I'm like, wow, that channel looks different. Looks a lot cleaner than mine, and sure enough, he had it drawn differently, and I like it because the way he has it, he went across these bottom touches here, which is basically, you know, from a bullish perspective, you're looking for buy spots, right? All these touches here have nice tails on these candles, you know, and there's a lot more of them. The way I had it drawn before, it was more across these tops, like about like here, which, you know, bringing the channel down, you didn't have the same the channel drawing. You don't have the same touches on the bottom, but I like this a lot better. You know, you had the overthrow here, but you know, that happens. So in any case, you know, again, and as he said in his blog, you know, technical buy spot here. You know, you got two touches. You got a doji candle here, but at the same time, you got, you know, two tails, and that's been the story of this channel. The bottom, the candles that hit the bottom of the channel basically ended up with some tails, but it doesn't feel right. The doji a little bit different. You know, some indecision there. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. At least that's what I'm doing. IYR on the daily, we're in that channel too. We got a couple of tails on that as well. Should be a buy, but again, doesn't feel all that great. I did notice the chalk and money flow was kind of in an uptrend here in the FVE. It was kind of stagnant. This is a cosmic indicator here, and he understands it a lot more than me, but there could be some divergence there. The Riffin chart that I just mentioned a minute ago, this channel here I had like this because there's a lot of touches, but now we've got 3 daily candles with tails down here, so I kind of moved it down for now, and we'll see. But again, you know, technical buy spot, I guess, but gonna wait. Definitely gonna wait. So that's pretty much it for tonight. As always, I'll keep an eye on this. I'll post an update in the morning. But I'm still thinking, if my plan right now, I'm going to plan a move is if we get some strength up here and back test this flag, and the back test is successful and we start moving back down, I think that's a good short, because at that point I think this channel is going to break for good, and we're going to head down. At the same time, if this bear flag fails, I think we're going to see a lot of short covering, and we're heading up to new highs. So you know, we're kind of right in the middle, and even on the minis here, I know it's early, but you know, we're painting some candles here with wicks and tails. So I think everyone's kind of indecisive a little bit. At least the candles are showing that. So gonna wait and see what happens. So check back in the morning. I'll have an update, and hopefully we'll have some clues to tomorrow's trading. Thanks.